Okay, guys. Hi. Today is this afternoon MAO. Apology for starting a bit late today because I have an errand to run, so I can only do it right now. Apologize on that. But tomorrow MAO should be back to normal again at 2 p.m. All right. So for today, there's a lot of things to share with you. So let's just get on with it. Okay, shall we? Okay, let's go. Okay, 29th of April 2021. Today is Thursday, not a Wednesday. Oh gosh. That is where when you rush yourself a bit, then you get a bit late. Get it wrong. So sorry, just let me change it right now. Okay. Yeah, not to confuse the crowd. Okay, there we go. All right, 2:30 to 3 p.m. just only today. Tomorrow will be back to 2 p.m. All right. So the caption for today is Bitcoin. All right, BTC, Bitcoin having difficulty to clear the important 50% mark. Now, this 50% mark was mentioned yesterday, and apparently it's all right this morning. Bitcoin went up. And we were looking to buy, and we bought some. But apparently, when it hit the 50% mark itself, right, the Fibonacci level, it began to stop there. And this is where the concern comes in. So I'll explain to you more shortly, all right? So before we start this afternoon session, right, please understand this disclaimer apply, right? By reading through the above, you have already accepted the above and also identify me. So I'm going to call for 5 seconds, and if 5 seconds is still around, that means that you accepted the disclaimer, and we continue. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you very much. Let's continue then. So the thing is this, people are getting back onto the crazy mode of having cryptocurrency once again, because now things that it went down recently, right? On last Sunday, the market came off by almost 10 to 20% for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency. So basically, it's all right. Some people got out, but a lot of people actually came back into the market. All right, and that was where things get a little bit exciting for a lot of people. So because of that, what happened? Okay, so what is happening right now is that people are now asking me, Cal, is it a good time to buy into Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff like that? And I did mention to them, if you want more speculative, this Ethereum is a better bet. Talking about just to hold and keep, then Bitcoin would be a better one. But at this moment right now, right, the Bitcoin has traveled from a low of 47,000 back to now 54,000. I would say that, right, there's this point of 50% mark that you need to watch. And if the market cannot go past that level, right, there could be some selling in the market. So I'll share with you more on this. But of course, as I say, at the moment now, people are still very happy with Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. All right, so let's look at global crypto news right now. Now, PayPal CEO Dan Schulman, all right, apparently he tells that cryptocurrency is the real deal. So he's telling you guys that PayPal is definitely one of the users of Bitcoin, and he himself telling you guys this is going to stay. So that's why I will tell you in my long run that Bitcoin will, in Bitcoin, this asset will be there in the market. It's not really a scam or a Ponzi. It's really a deal that's going to be in the market. All right. As long as these guys are giving the validation, I can't see why we need to be worried about. All right. Of course, you can say, well, if one day PayPal goes down, then what will happen? So that is the reason why I will tell you guys that just take note of this. But of course, now Germany financial regulatory body says that cryptocurrency exchange Binance may have violated security rules. Okay, this one, it just came out. I haven't read it in a total, but it's a Bloomberg article. So you can actually go and Bloomberg and just search on it. But I say this is a concern. It's not as it is. And of course, during any market, even like in the stock market, we also have people say concern this, concern that. But at the end of the day, the market keep on going higher. So all I can say is these are all the global news that you have in the market right now. But you just have to take note that it is not really necessarily true. And of course, even as concern is expected to happen, but still at the end of the day, the business may stay on. But I'm not going to give you a strong view on this. You make your own decision and you let me know exactly what should be happening in the future for yourself. Okay, so this is the news that's available now on the cryptocurrency market. Okay, just take note of that. Okay, now what happened is that now there's SEC decision on Bitcoin ETF. Apparently, SEC delays decision on approving Bitcoin ETF. Apparently, so what happening is that the Securities and Exchange Commission says that they will hold back on this Van Eck Bitcoin ETF until June. Now, please don't take note of this June. So we got about 1 more month before June comes in, right? That means that there might be temporarily resistant on Bitcoin. But on that note itself, you have 1 month to prepare yourself, because if they actually approve it, I strongly believe that Bitcoin will go up again. So that's my reason why I want you to take note of this date or this particular month. All right, what is the reason that is holding them back? Apparently, all right, is because they are trying to see how to really classify this asset. That is the problem here. The thing is that at the end of the day, there is a lot of worry because of the extreme price volatility and fraud in this cryptocurrency industry. And basically, so 75% of Bitcoin trading occurs overseas, I mean outside America, on unregulated foreign exchanges and could be manipulative. So because of that itself, right, that is the reason why this SEC is having concern. But think about this, in the time to come when the things get a little bit easier, when things get a bit clearer, more transparent, more tightening of rules, I can tell you this, the moment if SEC says good to go, I can tell you that the upside could be tremendous. The upside could be very, very incredible. So that is the reason why I'm sharing this itself, right? This is the potential of this thing. So right now in your little notebook about June, as this market may be going much, much higher, okay? So guys, take note of that. That is very, very important. So that is the reason why I say that, this could be a very good point to look at. Now, Dogecoin, apparently Dogecoin search, all right? Let me just do the PowerPoint presentation first. Apparently, oh, so sorry. All right, Dogecoin, right? Apparently, right, this coin is now already a big hit and favorite, right? So basically what happened is that Elon Musk and this Mark Cuban, they came in and give support, okay? And there's something you must take note of on a date later on. Huh? Okay, so what is they saying? Because they are saying that there's something going to happen soon. So Dogecoin actually went up from 19 cents just a couple of days ago to 32 cents. So guys, if you have bought it right, you're up by almost 50% already, all right, in just a couple of days. Right, remember this Dogecoin was supposed to be a joke initially, and it was a but now it's a 6th largest digital coin, and with a market value of $42 billion. So next time if there's a joke in the market, right, you may want to look at it because it could be very, very, very profitable. All right, so just take note of that. And why am I asking you guys to hold back on for a while first? Like 1 minute. Just give me a short minute, guys. Just give me a short minute. Okay, just give me a moment. Sorry, there's some, I'm having a missed call somewhere. Hold 1 minute. Okay, right, so apology on that. Now watch out for this thing here. Apparently, right, Elon Musk typed this, the Doge father, all right, you can mention Doge father SNL May 8. Now, of course, if you're not you don't know what's SNL, like myself, I didn't know, right, so I went to dig it out. Oh, I see, because SNL means Saturday Night Event Live, right? This is a very powerful, show whereby, basically it's a lot of people watch. So Elon Musk will be live, all right, on that day, May the 8th, which is like next week. So what he say will going to be very incredible. So that's the reason why you now understand why Dogecoin now is going up because of this. Okay, it's just because of this. And when Elon Musk speaks, right, apparently the market just go gaga over it. So traders, investors, whatever you have as speculators, you can look at this particular day, write it out somewhere. If you want to speculate beforehand, well, it's on your own call. I cannot say it'll be good or bad, but you just take note of that, okay? So 8th of May, all right, next Saturday. And of course, you can see that Mark Cuban, he also come in and say that, right, he believed that this Bitcoin will be a big thing. And these two of them are really into it. So again, with all these so-called people and getting involved in this, it is pretty clear that this is going to be a big business. So for people who think Dogecoin, you can consider it, right? Why not? And even Jim Cramer also coming in. Even Jim Cramer is also coming in and saying that, right, this is a sport, and this sport itself can have potential upside, although it's volatile, but it's a good sport. So that is a reason why a lot of things is happening now. And if let's say you want to take it as a form of speculation, you can consider Dogecoin, all right? Now, someone did ask me, would you be buying? I said that I will, because anyway, if it's wrong, you can still cut your position. If it's right, it can go incredible. And think about this, just think about this for one moment, okay? This particular coin itself, right, is being carried on by so many people in a way. So just maybe from this current price of like, what, coming back 32 cents, even if you go to $1, it's a 300% return. So think about this in this way. Our downside is full value, upside is 300%. So this risk reward ratio does make some sense here. But again, I'm not going to push sales. You guys make the decision because I don't get anything out of it. All right, you think about it, okay? But do note, a lot of people bought at 6 cents, remember that? So of course, these people will be happy if the price goes to $1. Okay, anyway, this is what's happening right now. Now, yesterday I promised you that I will look out for good articles on NFT. So I found it. Let me play this for you. All right, let's go. Oops.
To understand how NFTs work, first you need to understand what fungibility is. Fungibility refers to the ability of an asset to be exchanged or substituted with similar assets of the same value. A simple example of a fungible asset is currency. Say you have 5 $1 bills in your wallet. You may not want to carry around so much change, so you exchange them for a single $5 bill. The value of your money is still $5, regardless of the fact it's now in a different form. Non-fungible assets are the opposite. Each one is unique and can't be easily substituted for something similar. Think of the Mona Lisa. It's an original piece of art. It couldn't be swapped out for, say, a Mona Lisa poster from the Louvre gift shop, because the poster doesn't hold the same value.
The idea behind NFTs is that you have this digital signature in the way that a great work of art might bear the signature of the person who created it. So you can always go and look at the original and say, yes, this is the real one, this is authentic. A NFT winds up having that through the blockchain where the information is recorded.
NFTs are cryptocurrencies, but unlike fungible cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, they are completely unique. They exist as a string of numbers and letters stored on a blockchain ledger. This information can contain who owns the digital asset, who sold it, and when it was sold. This information is also encrypted, ensuring the NFT's authenticity and scarcity. In doing so, they fix a difficult problem for digital creators on the internet: how to make your creation scarce and therefore more valuable.
So with NFTs, you wind up having this scarcity because they are non-fungible, and because of that, there's only one of these tokens that can exist. It can't be traded for anything similar because there is nothing similar that exists. And so you wind up getting that scarcity and that limitation, which helps drive up some of the prices.
One of the early applications of creating the scarcity was the digital collectible game CryptoKitties, which emerged in 2017. Users were able to buy, trade, and breed digital cat collectibles. Each new cat was an NFT, which certified its originality and ownership. Since then, NFTs have been applied to video games, digital art, and sports memorabilia. One example is NBA Top Shot, which allows users to procure a collection of digital basketball highlights, like a video clip of a posterizing dunk. All highlights are NFTs and have become big business. By mid-March, NBA Top Shot had clocked in over $338 million in sales since it went live in October 2020. Non-fungible tokens are making their way into the mainstream art world as well. Auction house Christie's opened bidding for its first purely digital art NFT. Bids rocketed into the millions of dollars.
People are really excited about NFTs because, unlike with the blockchain underlying Bitcoin, you can do a lot more complex things with it. You can wind up setting terms within it, such as, the original creator, upon each resale of this asset, will get X amount, or you can take it and you can have an NFT that itself mints other NFTs, and it winds up having all of these really untested applications. The surface has only been scratched in terms of its potential.
Along with all the hype around NFTs, experts have raised some concerns. One issue is that not all NFTs verify the person selling a digital art piece is actually the original creator. This is difficult, particularly in online marketplaces.
One of the concerns is that anyone can essentially go on a lot of these marketplaces and say, I am the person who created this token, and it can be really hard to verify that, especially if you don't know who they actually are, or they're saying someone that they're not.
And some are skeptical that ownership alone makes digital assets valuable. When it comes to digital art, a buyer owns the original digital painting, but the person can't keep others from copying the image and sharing or changing it online.
You've had a lot of scams in cryptocurrencies just historically. And so the concern is that, people are hyping these up. They're saying, go buy these NFTs, it's great. But in reality, there's always got to be a buyer for there to be a seller. And people might decide all of a sudden, let me cash in my profits, and someone's going to be stuck holding the bag.
Proponents are bullish on the potential for NFTs, but critics are wary that it may be a digital bubble in the making.
All right, guys, so you'll enjoy this NFT sharing. All right, it's very clear that NFT is seen to be the real next big thing. But on the flip side, just be noted that, yeah, what the author have said, right, there could be possibly the difficulty to see how authentic is the NFT. So that's where you must be very careful and remember this, all right? Whenever there's money available, there's always be people trying to do funny stuff and it could hurt you, all right? So be very careful on that. Okay, so that is the NFT part itself. Okay, so let's look at our trading for this week. It's from yesterday. Let me just set my thing up. Again, my PowerPoint didn't run in, so apology on that. Okay, so yesterday, the market was not very good. The market was going downwards. So we have a few KCX trade, all right, and how did it perform? Well, we have 2 losses first to begin with, all right. Then after that, we have 2 good wins, then a loss and a win. So overall itself, we have 3 wins and 3 losses yesterday. For our TTT traders, what they did was they did okay, reasonably okay, but eventually it saw that once one trade at the back because of the stop loss was being triggered. So overall, we ended flat in the market, down $8 overall. Now we are risking between $100 to $200 per trade. All right, so basically we do staggered profits, all right? That's why you can see that the numbers here in front are the same. So in this case, we make about $48. Then next trade itself, we make about $130. Okay, so actually we are making money. It's just that the final trade itself, right, this one went wrong because the market seemingly gave a buy signal, but apparently it crashed off at the back. The last part we didn't trade was already past 12 midnight, but I'm just showing you if you have traded, you could have made some money on that. Okay, so that will be the how we traded on Bitcoin, and still overall we are still doing okay, reasonable in the market. All right, now let me explain to you why I mean by the 50% mark. Let me just show it to you now. I showed you yesterday, the day on the Fibonacci. So this is the highest point recently, and this is the lowest point recently, right? So what I did was I take a Fibonacci for the high and low, and then I click on the top and bottom. Then I realized that there's this 50% marker, and that is about 55,000 or 56,000 level to be precise. So let me just write it down for you. So this particular 50% level is actually a very important 56,000. So apparently at 56,000, right, the market just seemingly got a strong resistance over there. And now because of that, the Bitcoin has came back down to 54,000 again. So it's like telling you that, right, if the market can't cross 56,000, the market will have some profit taking. So I will say this up front here, my friends, that on the same note, the 38.2 happened to be somewhere around here. Can you see that? And that is about 53,950 level, which you can see the market got supported earlier at this junction. So I will say that, right, as long as the Bitcoin can't trade past 56,000 and stay above it, right, Bitcoin will be hanging around between 56 to 54,000. But if the moment Bitcoin can stay above 56,000, the next level it should be going will be easily 58,000. So which means that, right, there's a 2,000 trading range between 56 to 58. Now, if the market can successfully trade past 58 and stay above 58, I'm pretty sure we'll see new all-time high. All right. So that is why I'm saying that the Bitcoin now, this few days, the market should be sideways for time being. But of course, unfortunately, if let's say Bitcoin do stay below 54,000, then we have a trouble because there's a good chance that Bitcoin may be coming back down to about 52,000 level. Okay. So traders, these are all the technical points to watch out for Bitcoin, and I think you should be taking great notice on this. Okay, traders, hope you like this sharing on Bitcoin. Now that is on the conventional chart using the Fibonacci. Let's look at the let's look at the on with the MA now. Now today MA, you can see for the moving average of 11 and 70, we are in a very tight range right now. So it's below the MA 70. That's why you can see the strong resistance at the top corner, the top area, and then we are now slightly supported by the MA 11. Sorry. So as long as the market is going to stick between there, I'm going to expect Bitcoin to be sideways for a while. Now, after all, the market came down quite a fair bit and now rebounded around 50% rejected, right? So it's very normal for market to stay around this 50 and 38.2 level for some time. Until the market really decided where to go, I strongly believe that the moment the market crosses the 50% mark and stays above it, there's a good chance you can see Bitcoin going back to a new all-time high again. Okay, so that is Bitcoin for you. Now for Ethereum, you can see it's very strong. It's really very strong, this Ethereum. Let me just change the colors. You can see that for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, right, it's actually marching on to new all-time high again. So that's the reason why I keep on saying that, right, Ethereum will be a better bet for speculative trader. All right, there's demand for it for a lot of stuff like, you know, a lot of smart contracts. So that's why we can see that this Ethereum is actually moving up, despite the Bitcoin is still at the sluggish at the bottom. So if you want to buy into cryptocurrency and you don't mind taking a speculative bet, you can try on Ethereum. Okay, you can try on Ethereum. Okay, so that is the technical aspect of Ethereum and Bitcoin. All right, let me just show it to you now with our own indicator, like our KCX indicator today. So for today, for Bitcoin, let's take a look for today. You can see right now, Bitcoin, earlier we have a buy signal over here, and of course the Bitcoin went up. First wave was done. On the second wave and third wave, right, we were basically, this one we couldn't enter because the market failed to cross the opening price of the entry bar, so we really entered. On this one we entered and we will stop out. So we have one win, one no trade, one stop out, and this one we went in to buy again, and now we are winning. So you can see that the KCX indicator gave us a buy signal, and now we are winning once again. So that is how we actually present ourselves. With that, we have a simple indicator, we just have to utilize it. Then for Ethereum, right, you can see it's a bit clearer today, right? Each wave is out, right? This KCX appear. There was some upside. This one we will stop out, but the second one we're making money right now. So again, out of three trades here, we have 2 wins and 1 gain. All right, guys. So this is how I see for the market, and I still think that, right, Ethereum has higher chance to go higher. All right, and of course for Bitcoin, Bitcoin will need to cross the 50% mark. Now, but today we can see there's some resistance at 54,600. So that is whereby I suspect that this is something, a level that we need to clear first. Okay, for today. Okay, guys, that will be all for the cryptocurrency side. All right, if you like my sharing, appreciate it. Okay, now I'm going to go into the other market, financial market, just a quick one to recap. All right, on the other financial market. Okay, let's look at Hang Seng first. Now, this morning, Hang Seng went up and hit the KTR +2. Once it stopped there, there was some resistance, CCYR, yellow turns to red with the BNB. That's why Hang Seng pulled back. But now you can see Hang Seng is still trying itself to stay above the pivot 1 level. And because it's above OP, above pivot 1, CCRY, red to yellow is a buy. And of course, we are making money once again. So that is Hang Seng for today. And how about gold trading? Now, gold actually today tell us that above opening price is a buy, right? But now it's reversed itself and it's coming downwards. Even though the KSI is green and no blue bars, there seems to be some selling in the market. I think the dollar is actually increasing in strength. So that's the reason why we need to be very cautious of the win. And now the market have broke below the 15-minute chart TSCB, and that's why gold is actually coming down at this moment, okay? So for gold traders, so be very careful. I did mention that gold, if we cannot stay above OP, the market will be selling, and it seems to be happening right now. And last one will be the Dow Jones at the moment. Now, Dow Jones today is still pretty strong. It's above opening price and it's above pivot 1. So as long as the market is above opening price and pivot 1, today the upside should be possible, right? You can see that. So we should see some first resistance at about 33,948. In the day chart wise as well, right? You can see very clearly there's some very strong artificial support at the pivot 1 level. And the KSI is green, so the boys are buying. All right, so even though we have 3 days downside, overall, the market could be buying up today. So traders watch it now. There is a TSCB level for time being now at 33,924. If the market breaks below this figure, then there will be some profits taking. All right, so that is the Dow Jones over the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is taking some profit. I believe the dollar is strengthening. That's why you can see the NASDAQ is coming off. So this one, we just take note of that. And the S&P 500, well, is basically holding itself very well at a pivot 1. All right, it's holding the pivot 1 very strongly. If the market breaks below pivot 1, then we could see some selling. And for DAX right now, let's look at DAX. Okay, DAX has gap out as expected. DAX has gap out. So as long as DAX stays above the MLP for today, should be all right. Okay, but then again, DAX is have been pretty flat the last few days. So if DAX doesn't go up higher, there have been any pullback, watch out for the MLP, and that's 15,290 area. China A50 today is very strong. That's the reason why Hang Seng is having its strong down. And as long as China A50 stay above the MA 200, the buying is still going to be there. All right. So that's why we called for buy 3 days ago. And now that is the reason why the market highs. China and this Hong Kong is going up. For crude oil at this moment right now, crude oil is still moving up slowly. All right, it's being resisted at $64, but with the KSI is green, I do suspect that there will be upside as long as the market doesn't go below OP. If it go below OP, there could be some profit taking. All right, guys, that will be all for today's sharing. I hope you enjoyed this MAO. Apology for today starting late, but nonetheless, it's out tomorrow, 2 p.m. I will see you once again. All right, this is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.